What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some good news for millions of low-income Americans, and that is because some may still be eligible for some COVID stimulus money. I have some new details that I want to share with you today in this video. In addition, I believe we may have an official confession from the former president, Donald Trump, but I want to get your opinion on it first before I jump to any conclusions. Also, as the economy continues to get worse and worse by the day, President Biden doesn't believe that we will be in a recession. Is he serious, or is he trying to keep the American people calm? I will share my thoughts in just a moment. But in the meantime, you guys already know what to do. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as hit the like button for us. Now let's jump into the video. Well, it's official. The CDA and the FDA have authorized COVID-19 Omicron booster shots for our children. Yes, the Centers of Disease and Control and Prevention on Wednesday recommended a COVID-19 vaccine booster shot for children as young as 5 years old, aimed at the Omicron variant. This is hours after the Food and Drug Administration authorized the shot altogether. But anyways, this particular announcement comes as the White House continues to monitor a rise in the COVID-19 subvariants emerging as well as evolving throughout the world. According to the CDC director, their decision memo expanded the use of the shots without waiting for a meeting of the CDC's advisory committee. Now, with approval from the CDC and the FDA, pharmacies can now begin administering the shots as soon as they have received the dose shipments in their particular locations. Also, the FDA emergency use authorization applies to the Moderna and the Pfizer bivalent vaccines, and the Moderna shot is approved for children as young as 6 years old, and the Pfizer dose is approved for children as young as 5 years old. But I have a question for you guys. Hey, are you going to allow your children, these particular ages, go ahead and take the Omicron variant booster shot? I don't know if I'm ready to do that just yet. My children are 4 and 12, and yes, my 12-year-old has been vaccinated. However, he has not had a booster shot, but my 4-year-old, yeah, I'm not necessarily sure I am ready, even though it's not necessarily available for her age, but I'm still not ready for the age of 5 to go ahead and get these vaccine shots. I know there's been some questions on the latest information that has come out from the CDC. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on whether or not you would give your 5-year-old or your 6 or 7-year-old these particular Omicron variant booster shots. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about this. Moving on, we have some information from President Biden. And yes, this is some good news. Well, bad. I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. But anyways, a CNN exclusive interview with the President Biden, in which he said that a slight recession may be possible, but he doesn't necessarily anticipate a recession in happening. Yes, it talks about it right here that President Biden said during a CNN interview broadcasted on Tuesday night, which he said that a very slight recession is possible for the United States, but he doesn't think it will actually happen. Now, with fewer than 30 days until the midterm elections, Biden and the Democrats have a shrinking window to time to assure that the Americans that the economy remains healthy. And in this particular interview with CNN's Jake Tapper, he asked Biden, should the American people prepare for a recession? And Biden initially responded with a firm no, but he later clarified, I don't think there will be a recession. And if it is, it will be a slight recession. That's it. We'll move down slightly, he said. But anyways, let's go ahead and watch this video.
The American people prepare for a recession?
No. Look, they've been saying this now. Every 6 months they say this. Every 6 months they look down the next 6 months and see what's going to happen. It hadn't happened yet. It hadn't. There's no guarantee that they're going to be. I don't think there will be a recession. If it is, it'll be a very slight recession. That is, we'll move down slightly.
So yeah, guys, I want to get your opinion. What do you think about this statement from the president? Now, first, I was thinking that this is some good news, that we are probably not going to be in a recession like all of the doomsday people are saying in entertainment as well as on the news every day. However, then I had a flip of decision in which I was thinking that maybe President Biden is actually saying this so that he can keep the American people calm. But again, guys, let me know what you think about this video and what President Biden is saying, that he doesn't think that a recession will actually happen. Now, I know a lot of people in the news are saying that this recession is pretty much going to happen by the end of this year. And some people are saying that we are already entering into the recession right now. And yes, definitely a recession for the year of 2023. But guys, we don't necessarily have any official word from any type of government officials in regards to that we are in an official recession right now. But with the Feds continuing to raise interest rates and trying to bring down this inflation, that could drive us directly into a recession. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you think about President Biden's statement. Let me know down below in the comment section, guys, and hopefully I'll try to respond back to you as well. But in regards to the former President Donald Trump, yes, we recently heard from Lawrence Odell, which is a representative on MSNBC. So you definitely believe that he might be a Democrat. So you want to take this a little bit lightly with a grain of salt, if you will. But Lawrence Odell saying that Donald Trump confessed with this one particular line during his rally. Now, it says that Lawrence Odell on Monday spotted the moment that he believes that Donald Trump essentially confessed to illegally storing classified government records at his Mar-a-Lago estate. At a weekend rally in Arizona, Trump admitted, he said in a statement that, look, I had a small number of boxes in storage at Mar-a-Lago guarded by Secret Service and my people and everybody. I mean, it's safe. The former president later added that there is no crime. It's not a crime, and they should give me immediately back everything that they've taken from me because it's mine. It's mine. Yes, guys. What do you think about that statement? Yes, Lawrence Odell said that with those comments, Trump has, in front of thousands of witnesses, proved beyond a shadow of a doubt his criminal intent to continue to illegally possess government records, including classified records. Now, Donald Trump, with that statement, made it clear that he had the criminal intent and planned to never return the government's property to the government. And he continued. Trump's rally comments blew apart his potential defense that he simply didn't know the documents were actually there at his Mar-a-Lago estate. Lawrence Odell pointed out that the excuse may have created enough reasonable doubt in the mind of a jury to acquit Trump if he's actually charged. So guys, yes, with that particular statement from the president at this particular Arizona rally, yes, he said that the government should give him back his documents, even though beforehand he said that he didn't even know those documents were there. And he also said that the FBI planted those documents, or some of the documents, at his estate. And now he's saying that they need to give him his documents back. They illegally took them from his office, his estate. Yes, guys, this kind of is like he is admitting this particular confession that he had the right to hold those documents at his estate. But anyways, guys, hey, we can't make the rules here. This is just YouTube. But anyways, guys, we'll just have to see what the FBI says, what the judge says, as well as if this goes to court, what the actual jury has to say about the former president with holding these particular government documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. But anyways, guys, hey, employee told FBI that Trump personally directed him or she moving the documents at the Mar-a-Lago estate. Yes, an employee of the former president, Donald Trump, said that the former president personally instructed the workers in moving the boxes of documents at his estate residence in Palm Beach, Florida, according to a new report from the Washington Post. Now, an employee witness who was not identified for security reasons obviously told the FBI agents that Trump directed his people to move boxes to his residence after a May subpoena from the government, which they requested any remaining classified documents in this particular subpoena. Security footage allegedly confirmed that account. Now, this particular witness reported first denying handling such documents, but they ended up switching the story in a second interview with the federal agents, admitting to handling those boxes of documents at the estate. Now, the revelation is the latest development in the ongoing investigation into the former president's treatment of classified materials. And since the report suggests that Trump directed the documents to be moved after the government issued their subpoena, it could shore up arguments that Trump failed or refused to comply with the government's request for the governmental documents. So guys, this thing is just not going anywhere anytime soon. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and more information continues to develop over time. And yes, none of this is in favor of the former President Donald Trump. But the question is, will he get off on all of these charges? Well, guys, we still don't know. It's still up in the air. But once we find out more information, I will keep you guys posted as usual. Alex Jones, yes, he is now ordered to pay Sandy Hook families nearly $1 billion for the hoax claims, according to the jury. Yes, guys, the right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones must pay at least $965 million in damages to numerous families of victims of the 2012 Sandy Hook mass shooting for falsely claiming that they were actors who faked the tragedy altogether. Now, why would he say that? People lost their lives, especially our children lost their lives, guys. But anyways, the jury was not happy about this, and they have convicted him altogether. This trial has been going on for a very long time, and now the official verdict has been released. And yes, he is ordered to pay roughly $1 billion to these Sandy Hook families. Now, we'll say previously he did go ahead and file for bankruptcy back in July, but will that stop him from still having to pay all of these families that were affected by this tragedy in the Sandy Hook mass shooting? But anyways, guys, hey, that just goes to show you that you might want to be careful on what type of information that you spread to the American people, because you could be held in court one day. But hey, we do have a bit of good information in regards to some stimulus update news, and that is because millions of low-income Americans are still eligible for COVID stimulus money, according to a watchdog report. Now, as many as 10 million people may still be entitled to receive COVID-19 stimulus payments, the government's internal watchdog said on Tuesday. Americans with little or no income who are not required to pay taxes have until November the 15th to complete a simplified tax return in order to get their stimulus checks, according to the Government Accountability Office. Now, throughout the pandemic, the IRS and the Treasury struggled to get COVID relief payments into the hands of some people, especially those with lower incomes, limited internet access, or experiencing homelessness. Based on the IRS and the Treasury data, there could be between 9 to 10 million eligible individuals who have not yet received their stimulus payments, according to this particular agency. Now, the GAO found that people who don't have to file tax returns, first-time filers, mixed immigrant status families, and people experiencing homelessness were among those likely not to have received a stimulus payment that is owed to them. But over the course of several payments delivered through the legislation enacted under both the Trump and the Biden administration, $931 billion went out to Americans to help with the economic fallout from the coronavirus pandemic. However, the GAO described this process as very challenging for the IRS and the Treasury, and many in the tax world have come to the defense of the IRS over the course of the pandemic, saying that it was beyond the call of duty for a tax collection agency to become the primary administrator of emergency economic stimulus payments. So therefore, those individuals that have not been required to file a tax return in any of the previous years during the pandemic, hey, they are saying that you have right now until November the 15th, I believe, in order to go ahead and file a specific type of tax return so that the IRS knows that you actually exist and that they can go ahead and send and issue you out your COVID-19 stimulus payments that you have failed to receive in the past. This is very important information, guys, because they are saying that there is at least $931 billion that was actually allocated to go out to American people. And they are saying that at least 9 to 10 million people have still not yet received any type of COVID-19 stimulus payments, stimulus checks, or anything of the above. So again, guys, be mindful of this. If you or you know someone that fits this category, you definitely want to direct this video directly to them, as well as the link down below in the description. I will provide that to you so that you can read this article, as well as find out exactly what you need to do in order to file this particular special type of tax return because you don't have any income. You need to do that right now, guys. Don't wait until the deadline, because you have less than 30 days away in order for this deadline to actually happen. But again, guys, this could be some additional stimulus relief aid for you or someone you know that you have not received during the Biden administration or the Trump administration. Again, guys, this is very important. That link will be down below. And then also, guys, I still want to remind you about these recent one-time stimulus payments of $487 that has been called the hero payments. And yes, this particular one-time hero payments is worth $487 is out now to Minnesota residents. Now, again, we talked about this previously, but I want to remind you that if you live in Minnesota and you are considered a frontline worker, yes, you will receive close to around $500 from the state as recognition for your key role during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the state began sending these particular payments worth $487.45 to more than 1 million people on this past Wednesday, according to Governor Tim Walz's office. That is the governor of Minnesota. And so far, leaders on both sides of the aisle disagreed over the payment plan, with the Democrats wanting $1 billion to go to the workers and Republicans only wanting to spend around $250,000, which would give a smaller selection of workers around $1,200 per applicant. But anyways, guys, eventually Tim Walz and the state legislature approved a $500 million budget to provide these particular payments to the workers. The leaders originally expected around 670,000 applicants, bringing the payment total to around $750 each person. However, they had more applicants than they actually expected, so those particular payments are going to be averaging around $487. Again, those payments have started to go out earlier this week, and they will probably continue to go out throughout the week of next week as well, guys. So be mindful of this. If you are not already registered for these particular hero payments, you definitely want to Google this information in your local state to find out if you can still apply for these stimulus payments, these one-time payments for our frontline workers. Again, thank you for your service to all of you out there that are considered frontline workers, not only in Minnesota, but all over the world, guys. We definitely appreciate you and the work that you have done to make sure this country continues to run throughout the entire COVID-19 pandemic. It was a long time, guys, at least 2 years, and we definitely want to thank all of you out there. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But feel free to check out some of the items down below. They really help and support this channel. And anyway, some of those links offer opportunities for you to get some free cash in your pockets, like the Weeble promotion where they are giving out 12 free stocks. And all you have to do is deposit like $1. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.